Kia ora and hello and welcome to Gloucestershire Vineyard and Olives. And a big welcome to all those that are on our vertical stream, and for everyone that stayed on from Kieran Gamer's stream. Thank you for waiting, and I hope you enjoy the stream here. Thank you for joining. So we have a farm or a vineyard and olive grove that we set up in the heart of Gloucestershire. If we turn around, you can get an idea of what it looks like around our land here. So we've now moved into April and our crops have grown, but so have the weeds. So we're going to get rid of some weeds. Just stuck in under here. Always feels like the house is just a fraction too small. Or I'm a fraction too tall, I'm not too sure. So if we come through here, we've got our olives growing there. We've got a grape juice testing restaurant just down the back there. And a grape juice making facility there. Grape juice in inverted commas, of course. As you can see, our field of sunflowers has grown, but so have the weeds. So we need to get rid of those weeds before they get too big. And this is our field of oat, and it too has got some weeds. So we're going to be spraying for some weeds. But let's just see what's coming up in the contracts, if there's anything that we can do in the contracts. Okay, so it looks like we've got field 6 needs weeding as well. So we might get a helper on to help do that field. Just trying to remember where field 6 is. Ah, there we go. So let's get a tractor over there. That's if I take the right road. And we'll get a worker starting on that field, and then we can come and spray the weeds here. But we need to earn some contract money so we can keep paying the interest on our $2 million mortgage that we have. Setting up a vineyard and olive grove is not cheap. I thought because we were on a UK map, Massey Ferguson would fit quite nicely. JCB, of course, is very quintessential English, but we don't have a large selection of JCB tractors. We do have some very good tractors that are JCBs, but we don't have a lot of variety, so I thought Massey Ferguson would be good, and I do like Massey Fergusons. Rule number 1 of the countryside, always close the gates. And these drivers just don't know how to get over, do they? There we go. That'll teach you for not moving over. Hello, Rocket. How are you today? No worries, mate. We all have technical difficulties. And Wi-Fi can be the most annoying of them all. Yes, doing well, thank you. Back on Gloucestershire. So, yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying the map. Been trying out the new update just to see if it was going to break anything, but it looks like it hasn't broken anything so far. So I did test a little bit of the cows in the meadows, but didn't have any real conclusive results. But it looks like the health does now improve a little bit, but I think it's still only at 40%, which is, yeah, to me not good. It should be up around the same as hay and silage as far as I'm concerned. They also said they fixed the train being jerky, but I went on to both maps that have the train. Two of them was Hutim Pantai and Palanay, and both ones the trains were still jerking on it, so not sure if they've fixed that or not. Okay, so this person's doing the weeding on this field. So I'm going to go and do some weeding on my fields. So we'll head back to the vineyard and we'll make a start on that. So we've jumped through to April. And we got some new equipment as well from Giant. A couple of tractors, a larger John Deere 6R, the slightly more powerful one, and the smaller class Axion goes in the small tractor bracket. So yeah, it's nice to have some more equipment in the small tractor area. Comes with its own front end loader, and they also released the bale claw, the one that picks up 3 bales at once. So that was a nice addition as well. So it looks like Kirim Gaming certainly collected a whole lot of pellets there they're trying to sell off now. That was the 3rd stream I've watched where he was just collecting pellets. Must have a whole heap of them. Oh, looks like the hail started. When is this meant to finish? All right, which ones are they? Is this on the Giants mod hub? Just have a look. Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, he's got the pictures of the mod in Erlengrat, which is definitely a FS22 map. So I think he's just used pictures from FS22 and just re-released the mod updated for FS25. Although I wouldn't mind if Erlengrat was coming back. Yeah, most people think that it's going to be Silver Run and probably Hilt Baron, but I'd sort of hope it might be Erlengrat that they bring back. It was an interesting map, that one. So I've turned the hail damage off, basically because once a field got damaged, you couldn't get rid of the damage, even if you ploughed the field. The crop still would not grow where the hail had damaged it. So, well, I figured that if you've kept the crop damage on and you've farmed for, you know, 5, 6, 10 years, you're likely to end up with most of your field not being able to be used. But it's interesting, the hail isn't classed as rain. The wipers haven't come on, so I figure because the wipers haven't come on, it's okay to spray. does a good job with his map edges. You know, looking at that view there, it's hard to know that that's actually in the edge of the map, you know, the out of bounds area. So he does a good job. Looks like it's just continuing right on into the distance, trees and everything. And he doesn't block it off with a great big wall of trees. Okay, looks like the hail stopped. Few little kinks in this field. Looking forward to precision farming and spot spraying. Always think it's quite amazing how it just spurts out a shot of spray when it finds a weed. Saves you so much in herbicide. Okay, have we missed anything? Yep, whole big section. Hello, Nacho, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you haven't had to be chasing any cows today. Yep. There's always something to do, eh? Always something to do. Okay, we'll go and fill up the back tank and then we'll tackle this sunflower field. I was on a stream earlier on and it's interesting, they were talking about the very cold weather that they've got in the States at the moment. Now, I believe Nick has actually been caught up in that as well. So hope it's not too hard for him. Hey there, Planet Daydream, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm good today, thanks, Planet. How are you doing? That's good to hear. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Well, thank you for that. Oh, looks like the contract's finished for the other field. Just about the same time as I'll finish off here, so that'll be nice. Nacho, were you harvesting a big crop of potatoes, or was it just the family garden? Either way, still hard work. Okay, no green. Oh, that's real farming, mate. That's a lot of potatoes. So do you pack them yourselves or send them off to a pack house? Oh, nice. Well, let's go for another walk. It's a nice map to walk on. Or in this case, run on. I'm definitely getting fit on this map. These are definitely big fields. I've done some time on these in FS22. I think that's why I didn't want to start off with these fields again, because I'd done them so many times. I always wanted to do something with that sort of grass area where the trees are all on the PDA map, so yeah, it'll make this map interesting. Okay, let's nip across and just do that one. Yep, no worries, Nacho. No worries, Rocket. That didn't take long. Welcome back. Welcome back, Nacho. Okay, we'll take this tractor back, we'll give it a wash, and I think we need to refuel it. It's been doing a bit of work lately. Good morning, Klaus. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Back in Gloucestershire at the moment. Although it looks like I forgot to change the currency over. Be good if you could set the currency for the map. Yes, all good here, thank you. Things are a bit slow at work, so I basically worked from home today and got out some old woodworking equipment and set about making a few phone stands. But I got a bit dehydrated out in the sun, so it wasn't too good. But it was good, the stands have worked out really well. You'll see it soon enough. Won't be long, and I'll be the one complaining about never seeing the sun, and you'll be basking in it. I believe Germany's got some elections this weekend, am I correct? I hope that all goes well. True, but I don't want it dirtying my new shed. Hope I haven't put that tank in the wrong place. Well, looks like that tank placement makes it interesting to refuel tractors. Yeah, seems like the whole world is swinging that way, unfortunately. Always is. And I believe Elon Musk has been supporting the right-wing party or something. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, well, people like him are basically, they collect money like people collect stamps, and they get obsessed with it. Yes. Yes, we'll try and keep politics out of this, but I just thought yeah, you know, I do take an interest in what's happening around the world. Okay, I've put fertilizer on it, but it doesn't seem to have improved it at all. That was a waste of money. Yeah, so I wonder when you actually fertilize the olives, spray the olives. It's been a while since I've done them. Yeah, unfortunately where I live, a lot of people just aren't that interested in what happens elsewhere. Yeah, because we're so far away from anything and anywhere. They just sort of think, well, you know, what happens in places like Europe and America and all that doesn't really affect us. But unfortunately it all does. Yes. Oh, this thing's heavy. It does not want to stop. Yes, well, we're into the next month. We're into April, and we weeded our sunflower and our oat field. Done a couple of contracts, and now I'm just going back to our old favourite field up the top corner here, and we'll be doing some fertilizing. Still love that effect. It does. I know the first time I saw the water effect, it was sort of like, wow, that is just such an improvement. I can't believe people can see that and then just say, oh, it's just a reskin of the old game. There's so much more involved now. Yeah, thanks, class. Yeah, I'm surprised at the growth. You know, it's been fantastic, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, and maybe that's what comes across, is that you know, that this is something I enjoy doing, and I'm enjoying sharing it with people. And maybe that's what, you know, people are picking up on. Yeah, I have to say that I was a little bit nervous playing this map after the new update came out. Especially with, you know, the mods that we're using. Updates can really break mods quite quickly, so it was a little bit nervous. You know, you never know if in the middle of a stream it's gonna crash out on you, but so far it's going okay. So yeah, thanks class. Yeah, I play it to relax, and yeah, it's a good way to de-stress. And it was funny when I first heard of Farm Simulator. It was sort of like, who in their right mind is going to come home after working hard all day and go and work hard in a field? And I just didn't look at purchasing the game for a long time, and then they had FS17 on special on Steam, and I thought, you know, it's price of a cup of coffee, what have I got to lose? Found out I had a lot to lose, like probably about 8,000 hours between FS17, FS19, FS22. It's actually quite scary how much time I've spent on it. Yeah, they're meant to have fixed a few things, but I'm not too sure. They reckon cows can now produce milk with grass. So I haven't fully tested that to see, you know, how much milk you're going to get from the grass or anything like that. And they also said that the train was fixed. I noticed after the last update, when the train sort of got a bit further away from you, it would start moving in a jerky fashion, you know, sort of stop and go, stop and go. And I've loaded up a couple of maps, and I'm still noticing that Hutimpantai and Palanay, where the two trains are on the viaduct. So not sure if they've fixed that one or not. You're still on Elite Dangerous, yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid Farm Sim took over for me from that one. Yeah, FS17 was good. I definitely spent a lot of time on it, but definitely moved on to FS19 when it first came out. I found the contract system in FS17 was a bit too arcadey. You know, you basically, the tractor and equipment gets delivered to the field, and you've got to have it all done within a set time. So I much preferred the way they started to do the contracts in 19 and how it's carried on into 22 and 25. Yeah, for me it's Mercury Farms and FS17. That was just such a huge thing. That was basically the first non-Giants map I downloaded and played on, and it was just like so much better than what even Giants had done. I do have Courseplay installed, but I haven't actually activated it. I keep finding I keep hitting the right button and it kept popping up and getting in the way. I found I haven't needed Courseplay at the moment because I'm not... I think Courseplay for me is probably going to be better if I'm running, you know, two or three pieces of equipment on the same field and letting Courseplay do that. I did a lot of that in FS22 and Courseplay was really good for that, but honestly I'm actually liking the guided steering. You know, doing the work myself is quite fun, and the AI workers seem to be relatively good, a bit better than they were in FS22, that's for sure. So one of the guys that pops in occasionally is FS Consultancy, and he's actually running on Frickdark, if that's the correct pronunciation, or Cheeky Badger as we know it. So he's on that map, and he's got Courseplay and auto drive. And he does a lot of basically, you know, farm management, where he's directing the traffic to pick up the harvest. So he has the harvesters going, he's got trailers unloading the harvesters and then going and unloading into a silo. He's got quite a good setup there. He spent a lot of time setting it all up. Oh, that's a pain, guys. I had my FS17 on Steam, so I think it's still available. I'm not sure if I've got it installed or not. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, laying all the tracks down and getting them all going right. Yeah, I never had the patience for auto drive, to be honest. Just, you know, spending so much time just trying to set up all the tracks and go for it. I know there is the auto drive guy that does the auto drive maps for the different maps, but yeah, auto drive's sort of never been something I've played around with too much. And I think for me, just having the guided steering on console has got to be a real plus for the console players. I know when I do a multiplayer with my kids and they're on the console, it's so much easier for them to drive the equipment with the course play. Or the guided steering, sorry. Yeah, they can actually achieve things, whereas when you're on a... I'm not good at using the controller. I'm all over the place. Yeah, he's very quick to bring out new auto drive courses for the different maps. Yeah, fair enough, Rocket. For me, it was a good way to get the AI workers to actually work properly on a field. Because in FS22, they'd always seem to find a tree or a rock or something to run into. Whereas course play, you sort of knew where they were going to be going. And I think that's what I like about what Giants have done with the guided steering and the AI worker is they've basically taken course play and made it work with just the one button. And yeah, that just astounds me that they were able to do that. No worries, class. See you when you get back. I remember when I tried the GPS mod on FS17. I think Wopster had done it, and it was like, this is so good, you know, I can actually plow and harvest and do everything in straight lines. I think we needed a bigger sprayer. And welcome to everyone that's in the vertical stream and in our horizontal stream. Thank you for joining. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that you've liked what you see. And if you'd like to see more, please consider hitting the subscribe button. There's no cost to you for that, except the little bit of effort it takes to press the mouse button. And that too lets YouTube know that you like what I'm putting out. But thanks for joining, and we'll continue on with the spraying here on the field. Yes, Wopster had a mod out for GPS. And I was not happy when FS22 came out and I couldn't have my GPS. So I was really glad that he brought that mod out pretty quickly. And I think for me, what Giants have done with the guided steering is basically what I wanted with courseplay. I wanted the option, you know, I wanted courseplay to be able to make the course with the headland going around and that sort of thing, but I wanted the option to drive it, which you couldn't do with courseplay. And that's what I like with the giant setting, that you can drive it, that it does set it up like courseplay with the headlands and all that sort of thing, but it gives you the option to be able to, I think I might see if I can sneak past here. Oops. I think we hit a tree. Okay, glad we're making a bit of money out of this contract. It's costing a bit in fertilizer. Welcome back, Klaus. You missed me hit a tree with the booms on the spreader. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm not too sure, we don't incur damages when we do that. Could be a good way for me to go bankrupt. Could be good, you know, if you reverse into a building, it calculates how much it would cost to repair the building and deducts that from your bank balance. I think that would be good. I think it would encourage you to be less reckless with how you drive and maneuver around. Fortunately, I've got the narrow tyres and they don't damage the crop. Oh, I know that one, Nacho. I know that one. I hope you drive the potato digger a bit more carefully. Definitely not. I like my taters, but according to my doctor, the taters don't like me. Yeah, it is a bit where the doctor tells you got to reduce eating your taters. I do like a nice roasted potato. Not that keen on harvesting them in the game, but don't mind eating them. there's another $1,000 hit the tree. Fair enough. I remember when Zelonka first came out. I remember trying to do excuse me. I remember trying to do a harvest of carrots with the harvester that put them into the bins, and that was so painful, one row at a time. But I ended up doing quite a bit on that map. I'll definitely include that map in the map tour on Sunday if I can get the game up and running on OBS. I actually jumped on it the other day just to see how things, you know, how I'd left things, and I was surprised at how stuttery it was. I forgot how stuttery it was, especially on my system. FS25 just runs so much smoother. Yeah. Yeah, I can assure you that as soon as the Colossus harvesters come out, you know, the ones that did them at about 10 meters wide and 400 mile an hour, I was harvesting the carrots and the parsnips and all that with that. I do try to play semi-realistically, but for my sanity, I had to do it that way. Yeah, my sanity didn't view it that way. It was called survival. And as for the big harvester with the 4 rows, that was just so painful with the AI worker. and it's not any better in FS25. You may be happy to know that my children are better at harvesting vegetables than AI workers are. We did a whole field on Riverbend and they did really well. Yeah, I wondered that. uh, Not sure, mate. I think they were over it by the time they'd finished on Riverbend. Oh no. Yeah, I picked up a harvesting contract in Hutan Pantai and thought, oh, this will be easy, you know, and it was a hard slog. I think it was on one of the biggest fields in Hutan Pantai, and it was just sort of like I was just doing it on my own, and you're forever stopping and running and grabbing the tractor and trailer. And then the trailer that they gave you was so small that you're forever running off to dump it on the at the I think I was dropping it off at the where the big ship was. That was a painful contract. Yeah, talking of a new frontier map, I actually need to finish off my energy farm on that one. I think I've got one more episode to do. Ended up being a little bit more complicated than I envisioned it being. It was just sort of keeping the story going and that sort of thing was, I found, quite difficult. It got to a stage where it was difficult, so think I ended up just jumping a whole heap of months to get to a certain stage, so I must record that, and I'll put that up just to add a bit of closure on that map. But I find recording is different to live streaming. I enjoy live streaming way more than I do recording a story and posting a video. But I thought I'd try it with the new Frontier map. Yeah, I've tried it. I'm not sure if I'll do another recorded series. You can definitely speed up some of the less entertaining bits. You know, do a time lapse with put a bit of music in it. Yeah, like I say, I've got one more episode to do just to give that one closure. And we will have basically accomplished everything we set out to on that map, so I'll definitely get that recorded and get that out there. The other thing I'd like to test too is with the new update whether they've changed how the grass grows, whether waiting that little bit extra, that next month increases the amount of yield you get, or whether it's the same at the first growth stage as it is with the second growth stage. So I need to rerun that test. But today I had other priorities. Today was Forza Horizon Day. Where they have a whole lot of new tracks and all that, so I had a quick run on that and collected the car. Yeah, grinding stumps is fun. Oh, that'll be awesome, mate. Yeah, I did check. I think I found his website, but I couldn't find the pallet forks. But yeah, he's got some interesting looking equipment. I might have to look at downloading the baler that does the big bales. Yeah, Nacho, you're on console, aren't you? So I won't recommend the Lumberjack mod because that's a script mod, unfortunately. But with that one you can actually grind the stumps with the chainsaw, but yeah, unfortunately consoles have that restriction. Yeah, unfortunately, Object Hider I think is definitely another script mod. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Object Hider, because it's sort of like, it's not actually removing it, it's just hiding it. Yeah, I'm not rubbing salt in. I know the pain. When I do multiplayer with my daughters, and they're on the Xbox, I have to play with the Xbox rules, no script mods. So I know what it's like to play. No super strength, no flying. At least with a console, you don't have to look for an affordable graphics card for your device. It's already there. I've been looking around for an affordable graphics card to replace my RTX 2060 that I've got in this, and it looks like there's no such thing. I definitely needed a bigger sprayer. Yeah, I think excited for people. Personally, I'm not that fussed about it. Possibly because I have a very poor eyesight in one eye, and so I don't actually have 3D vision. So for me, I view life like I do on a TV screen. And so VR is probably not that big a deal for me, other than the fact that, you know, when you move your head, this, you know, the view moves with you. I've always thought that VR with the controllers and all that, you it just, yeah, I'm not too sure. I've only used VR once with a friend system, and I know a lot of people are really excited for it, and I was looking at what Giants has done, and it looks like they've completely revamped the game for VR. Yeah, they've got a lot of extra things in the game that you don't do in the standard game. So yeah, I think they've put a lot of thought into it. I think when it comes out, it will be absolutely awesome for those that like VR. But I definitely won't be buying it, running out and buying a VR headset. Yeah, it could be harder to do VR for something like that. I'm not sure. You know, like I say, a lot of people have wanted VR, and I'm glad that they're getting VR. It'll be interesting to see how many YouTube videos come out with the VR. Because it's interesting, you know, I watched quite a few flight sim videos, and I don't actually recall seeing many VR flight sim videos. A lot of people use eye tracking, or head tracking, but you don't hear of them using the VR. So the way the lights reflect in the fog, that's what it's like in real life. Yeah, I think what a lot of people wanted for VR was that they just put a headset on and then they could play this game. Yeah, €3,000, mate, is around about probably about 6,500 New Zealand dollars. And that's one of the things with VR is, you know, a TV looks really good the further away you are from it. But if you walk and stand right up close to the TV, then, yeah, you start seeing the individual pixels. And with VR, that's what's happening, is you've basically got the TV right in front of your eye. So they've really got to increase the pixel count to make the picture look smooth and, you know, realistic. Yeah, thanks, Klaus. That'd be awesome. Are you hinting that I should be using the webcam for head tracking and not for face cam? That I have a face for radio, not for TV. Thank you for your honesty. I'm definitely excited though for the Nexit pack. I actually think that could be quite good for the likes of Cheeky Badger and that sort of thing. I have a feeling my oat harvest might be done with that machine. Someone said that it could be good for a place like here, you know, what is it, Oak Bridge Farm now, not Calmsden, don't call it Calmsden. But I'm not too sure. It's a long vehicle. I think it would have trouble getting around the narrow roads and lanes here, getting around the corners. So I'm not sure if it's a good vehicle for here, but I think for Cheeky Badger, I think it'll be a good vehicle for that one. Yeah, definitely could be something we can try out on this map just for laughs. Have a hoon round and see how it goes. Yeah, I did try head tracking with a webcam a while ago with some free software, but my webcam was very low resolution. It was quite an old one, so I managed to pick up a fairly good one that I'm using for the stream now, so it'd probably work quite well with head tracking. I just want to get this contract done. I probably could have finished it off tomorrow morning game time, but just want to get it done. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what, how that Nexit works. You know, how Giants does it compared to the mod. Oh no. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm just on the Discord now. Is that in New Frontier Forestry, is it? Do they have some areas that flood in the rain, do they? No worries, Klaus. Oh, nicely done. That looked really awesome. Okay, so that's all done. So I'm just going to go and pick up that remaining liquid fertilizer at the shop, and then we'll head back to the vineyard. Yeah, I've never had the patience for the putting water down like that, so well done. Looks like our friend Hail has come back again. Seems to be a lot of hail on this map. Oh, that's probably about $8,000 worth of damage. That'd be an interesting game mechanic where you had to take out insurance, and if you kept having too many crashes, your insurance would go up. I guess it would be. You're finding all the mud. This is about the third hailstorm I've had since I've started playing on this map. Seem to get a lot of hail here. Yeah, unfortunately, Nacho, I think your save game would be on your console, so probably a bit hard to get to. It is neat that you can do that sort of thing with the console though. Anyway, it's getting late for me here in real life. So we'll call it a day. We've achieved a bit today, a bit more than I expected. So although we did have fun fertilizing the olives and not finding out it was working. But thank you all so much for joining, all those on our vertical stream and all those on our horizontal stream. I do appreciate your views and you staying and watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please press the like button, and if you haven't done so already, subscription would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, please have a good day, a good afternoon, or a good evening, wherever you are in the world, and at whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.